G'day freedom lovers, here with Jeanie again for another update of what's going on in the world of Townsville's freedom movements today. G'day Jeanie, how are you?
Yeah, good, thanks Mark. Yeah.
So what have we got coming up in the next couple of weeks?
We've got one major event that we've got coming up, and that's the Dr. Billy Bay event that we're doing here in Townsville. So for those that don't know, Dr. William Bay, I should say, he's a doctor from North Brisbane, and he's been standing up just for the rights of people to have freedom of choice in vaccinations and things like that, and just to be fully informed, so to be able to stop the censorship of information. And so he's put himself out there. He's standing up for the people, he's standing up for medical freedom, and he's standing up for the freedom to have full informed choice. And he's got himself in trouble.
Dr. William Bay has been told he's a serious threat to Australia.
He's been a brave doctor who's put his registration on the line. So he's held about 30-something rallies at this stage, where he's stood out the front and just tried to inform people.
Where are you, Scott? Pushed it open. Oh, what a surprise. Another one. That's like 15 MPs who haven't had the bravado, the bravery, the confidence to come out and talk to little old me.
And he just wants people to be able to have the choice, if they're given the information, to choose for themselves. So he's not anti-vax in saying don't have it, it's just they need that information. So those protests that he's been standing up haven't been too bad. AFRA and all that haven't come down on him, but he actually took it a step further, and he went to the AMA last week or the week before and stood up in front of 400 doctors and actually said similar things, that he believes the vaccines are harming people and that people need to be fully informed. And from that, AFRA have summoned him to a meeting next week.
A Strathpine GP who ambushed the country's most senior doctor and live-streamed a wild anti-vaccination rant is likely to be suspended immediately.
So it's Tuesday the 16th of August. He has to meet for the AFRA board to show cause on why he shouldn't lose his medical registration. So what we're doing here in Townsville is just having a stand out of respect for him, for what he's done for people, and just to support his cause, because he's actually got a national protest going on. So every single state in Australia, they're going to stand out the front of the AFRA boards, out the front of their offices. But because we don't have one here, we're actually going to stand out the front of MP Aaron Harper in Thuringowa Drive. There's a bill that's come out, and it's called the Health Practitioner Regulation, National Law and Other Legislation Amendment Bill of 2022. And what that one does, they've kind of slipped it through into Parliament. Aaron Harper was actually the chair of the Health and Environment Committee, who had the position to do a report on it. And he signed it saying they want to pass it. And that bill actually takes away most of doctors' rights for freedom of expression, or to talk to their patients on any level other than the narrative of government. They just can't, they won't be able to step out of that line. It gives AFRA unquestionable rights to punish anyone that steps out of those lines. And they can face deregistration, they can face fines and even jail sentences. But the main thing that Billy's really worried about there is that the emphasis has gone away from patient-centred care to being in the public confidence in the health system. So it's for the greater good that they've kind of swapped it over. So it's really just putting a lot of danger on that patient-doctor relationship that they have been able to have. There will be none. They won't be able to say any more than like a scripted dialogue.
Doctors will basically become bureaucratic regurgitators, so to speak.
Yes.
They'll just be regurgitating what the bureaucrats have told them, and has been laid down, and no doubt just here keep eating these pills. We're not actually interested in helping you. But what time is that happening?
So we're going to be out, like I said, at Aaron Harper's office in Thuringowa Drive, and we're going to be there at 10 o'clock. So the meeting with AFRA is between 10 and 3. We don't know the time that he will meet. We'll have some people in Brisbane that will let us know, but we're going to be there, and hopefully we'll just sit in till we hear anything. So we'll just be peacefully there and showing our support.
So people can come down anytime between 10 and 3, get a live update.
That length of time, unless, of course, something goes in his favour and it finishes earlier than what we expected. But otherwise, yes, we'll be there.
No worries. So yeah, come on down, show your support, especially if you are interested in freedom and, you know, a doctor's ability to do their job without third-party interference. Is there anything else that's happening at the moment, or just the usual groups?
Mainly the usual group. We have the weekly action group, that's with the Townsville Waking group, and we just meet once a week, and it's on a Thursday, and that's at 90 Palmerston Street in Gulliver. And we just like-minded people that get together, talk about events that we might want to plan, and maybe brainstorm some of those world or Townsville concerns that people just want to, talk about. Then there's a common law meeting, and that's a monthly, and it's held on the first Saturday of each month, and that's at 5 o'clock at 32 Macrossan Street, South Townsville. And that one's actually just to learn about natural law, learn about your sovereign rights and how to stand up for your sovereign rights. So there's a lot of education in that one. And we have a weekly stand in the park, so that's just down at Strand Park, the northern end of Strand Park, and that's just a very informal get-together, sit around a table, stand around a table, and have people that you can talk with as well. Sometimes we also have a sustainable market garden that we've started, so we bring down products, produce and that to share down there. So we'll sit around the table, we'll exchange ideas on gardening, tips on, pest control, just lots of different things there.
And the conversations go in all sorts of directions.
It goes in any direction, yeah. So it's just free and informal, just to talk about whatever's there. Not necessarily political. It can be, like I said, the gardening. It can be, what you've been doing during the week. But it's just a nice, I'm trying to get away from the word networking, but a place where you can meet. Yeah.
Nice social gathering.
A gathering. It's a gathering. Definitely is a gathering, yes. It's not a meeting, it's a gathering.
All right, no worries. Thank you very much, Jeanie. If you're interested in any of those groups, just follow the links in the description. And yeah, we'll catch you next time, people. Thank you very much for watching.